Hey, welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. Tonight I'm going to do a general message for Aries. Know that energy is fluid, the roles could be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates. Also know on this channel, I like to look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes within your experience. This allows you to see things from a different perception, which is very healing. And I consider this a healing style channel. All right. Also know, if you're new to the channel, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel you can find in the description box. I have two other YouTube channels, a Virgo channel and a Scorpio channel. Those channels are a lot more popping than this channel, but if you're connected to like either one of those zodiacs, definitely check them out. Also know, if you are someone that's in need of shadow healing, I have an awesome shadow healing coaching program for just $7.99 a month. And what this coaching program includes is inner child healing, shadow healing, reparenting, and all the healing modalities to heal the effects of trauma. We do oracle spreads to look and see what the behaviorisms are and the habits and how to integrate the spiritual lessons, as well as how to um, reparent, which is what inevitably allows you to change change the way that you deal with your person, if the person's in your life. And if they're not in your life anymore, it allows you to change your energy, because when you integrate the spiritual lesson, you actually see that person differently. Your feelings change because you change. See, a psychic cord is one of the heart and mind, right? It's of the connection. It's just a cord tends to be draining when it's a soulmate that's full of unconditional love, right? And that we can even say that's a twin flame, a person that you have unconditional love for, even if you don't get along with them. It will give you energy because it's pure love, it's unconditional love. And I'm not saying all the time do you feel that way for your twin flame, but when you're in that energy, when your twin is clear, when they're not like all like dealing with you through their wounds, again, a twin flame. Actually, even when it's twin flame soulmate, even when they have wounds, they look at each other through the lens of unconditional love. That's what makes a soulmate twin flame. They can't walk away from each other. Where, if it's a past life karmic mate, then that person many times can walk away, and once they learn the lesson, they walk away. We see that many times with people that are in karmic relationships where they get hurt by the person. That person came into life and they, repeated their behaviors, their cycles of sabotaging behavior, but they give karma to not just themselves, but to the people that they hook up with. So I'm kind of feeling, I don't know why, I feel like there's a little bit of that energy going on in this reading. See, I'm never in charge of how spirit likes to open up a reading. We haven't even gotten to the word of the video. Now, understand, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always the underlining energy that tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. That's important when we're looking at shadows. That's important when we're looking at our wounds, because, like I said, the mask will tell you a lot about the shadow. And really, if you're trying to live your life through the perception of the mask, you're never going to get good results. And if you're dealing with someone that's always wearing a mask, they're never going to be able to really connect with you on an intimate level. And that, when I'm talking intimate, I'm talking about trust. And this mainly has nothing to do with you. It has to do with how they feel about themselves. So again, it's really important to understand. Okay, so let's see what the word of the video is. Again, the word of the video is always the underlining energy that tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing. There is like a tiny fly that is flying around here that is driving me crazy. So if I start swatting like a crazy person, just know that it's a fly. I'm not just acting crazy. Disappointment. I feel like you're connected to someone that definitely knows that you're disappointed in them. I feel like, if anything, you thought that this person was a twin flame, and now like you're not really like seeing them as a twin flame anymore. I feel like you feel like if this person really was your person, they would have been there for you. They would have played things a lot differently. And I feel like that's what's actually paralyzing this person. And when we hold on to a cognitive dissonance, and that's, I want the person, but I don't want the person. And that's kind of like the energy that I feel like you're in right now, um, Aries, because you're like, you chose not to be here. I don't really care what you were going through. You made a choice, and that choice, you didn't take my feelings into consideration. And I also feel like, Aries, like there's a part of you that's like, I can't really, the plans that I had for us, I really can't follow through with those plans because I feel like you didn't treat me with the same regard. So you're coming into my life and you're expecting a lot from me when you didn't give anything. You're expecting a place, almost like you're expecting a place at the dinner table when you chose not to really be here and give to me. And I feel like, again, like you perceive that this person was supposed to act a certain way. They were supposed to do certain things. And I feel like for some of you guys, you were going through a rough time, maybe the death of a family, loss of a job, like just a hard time. And you expected this person to be there if they're your twin flame and they care so much, and they deliberately chose not to. I feel like in the beginning it was a game, and then after, then something happened. So it was extra long time that this person has been away from you. So they feel the disappointment. They don't even know how to really approach you. So I kind of feel like there's a little bit of that energy. Now we're also going to look at everything, obviously, but we're going to look and see how this person treated you, what your triggers were, what they really feel about you, what they're thinking, and then why you attracted this person into your life. Because what they're thinking will also reveal what they're going to do, if they're going to do anything. Sometimes they're not going to do anything, but sometimes, you know, they're in a place of healing. We look to see where their frame of mind is, and within that part, we should be able to see if they're going to do something. And then again, why you attracted this person into your life, what needs to be healed, what needs to be integrated. Every relationship, no matter if it's a soulmate, twin flame, doesn't matter the type of relationship, past life karmic mate, doesn't matter, is coming into your life to teach you, and to teach you through seeing your life through a different perception. That's what soul relationships are. Soul relationships are people that impact our life to make us look at our life differently. So understand, a lot of times we learn the most from people that cause us the most pain. Okay. Out of tune. So it's like this person made you feel inadequate. they made you feel. And I feel like it's because they feel like they're not comfortable in relationships. They feel more comfortable in being alone. I feel like this person is used to having like one night stands, here for a good time, not a long time type thing, because they can wear the mask for a short amount of time and be real charming, get what they want, and leave. It's not like this person doesn't have needs and desires. They do. They don't feel comfortable with who they are. So every single person they don't feel comfortable with unless they're wearing a mask. And so with you, I feel like they acted superior. And I feel like almost like they were better than you. And then that's why I said I felt like they made you feel as if that there was something wrong with you. But really it was because they really feel like there's something wrong with them. And that's how wounded people tend to project. But also understand that no one should be able to make you feel that way. So automatically right here we see like that this person like awakened a wound, because that wound like wouldn't have been activated if, you know, if you didn't really feel on some level that you weren't good enough, if that, or that that person was better than you, or again, how they were making you feel. Again, and it was their way to like kind of keep you down, like again, be like submissive to whatever they gave. Because I feel like they had a connection, but they didn't really want to give you anything. They didn't really want to be in a connection. They wanted to I kind of feel like this person was talking to a lot of people, and they it was almost like they were treating you like an option, because like I said, this person didn't have relationships. They would wear a persona and have a one night stand, and or a pretend relationship for a week, maybe 2 weeks tops, but then that would be it. They don't have attachments. So again, their way is usually to attract people that are on a lower vibration than they are, because they don't give anything. So a person that doesn't give anything, will go to places that they know that they're gonna hook up, know that the people are easy. So again, lower hanging fruit. They get what they want, and they kind of, again, wear that mask, become that chameleon for the night, and then they leave. And they never care about how they treat any of those people. They just kind of treat them as like a need, like their needs are met, like you're giving me a need, and I'm giving you a few drinks. Maybe I meet you at a bar and I buy you a few drinks, or maybe like at Tops, if I kind of like you, maybe I'll take you to dinner. But I'm really not doing anything. I'm not spending a lot of time on you. I'm not calling you every day. It's a one-sided relationship. And they usually are able to make people be submissive, keep them down, do what they want, keep them down, have them do what your person wants. That's how they were navigating it, is what I'm trying to say. So there was a sense that I feel like that this person just treated you the way that they treated everybody else. Yeah, they were just too like difficult, like they like hard. They were very like cold to you. So even though that there was a connection and you felt the connection, they felt the connection, their actions were not in alignment with that connection. They purposely went out of their way to like make you feel like it wasn't important. Again, by talking to many people, like I said, that's what I felt. I felt like this person has a lot of people. they learned how to compartmentalize, which is if your person feels uncomfortable with who they are and they always have to wear a mask, then they have major trust issues. And for people that have major trust issues, usually have one person that they allow into their life that they trust, and then they have one person that they're intimate with. So it's almost like, everybody plays a role so that this person doesn't give too much of themselves to anybody. And I just feel like you're not giving me what I need, and you're talking to other people. You're going out of your way to make me feel bad, which was really confusing to you because you're like, I know that you have feelings for me. So it's like you just feel like it's like you've taken it like this has happened for too long. Too long, like you've held back from me for too long. You haven't given me anything for too long. And I feel like you walked away a few times from this person and they've always kind of gravitated back. But I feel like right now they can feel like you're not going to do that. They feel like you're leaving, and this time you're leaving for good because you feel like it's the best that you can do. It's like because you're not getting anything. You already did everything that you could do to like be good to this person. This person hasn't been good to you. And so it gave you no choice. And you don't want to like stay like again, like resentful because there's a sense of we have this connection and you're purposely going out of your way to make me not feel good about myself, to make me feel inadequate. Well, you go and talk to a bunch of people that are insignificant, that you don't have an emotional connection to. All those people do is blow up your ego. You get what you want and act all nice to them. You act like a chameleon. And even though I know that it's fake, it's still, you act so hard with me. And it's a way that this person like tries to keep you down. But it's all because they don't really feel like good about themselves. But this is why they're a disappointment to you. It's like you're a disappointment because it's like, I thought you were somebody else. And it's like if we have this deep spiritual connection of unconditional love, and this is the way that you're treating me, that you're going, and then you don't fix it. It's like you hold back. It's like, and even now, you know what you did, but you're still like holding back. It's again, and it's a way to like dominate. It's a way like that you get to feed your ego. That you say that it's not, but I feel like this is what is making you see that you're not my twin. Like my real twin wouldn't want to like dominate me, and they wouldn't want to keep me down. It's like there's a sense that you feel like this person is jealous of you. There's a sense that this person wouldn't build you up in other areas of life. Like when you're with somebody, they should make you feel good. They should build you up. This person, like you're like, I would be miserable all the time. I would be mad all the time because you're like not warm with me at all. You're like nothing that I thought of. Nothing. And I feel like because this person feels out of tune, the persona and the mask that they wear with you is somebody that they act really tough, like not to show any emotions. But I don't really feel like that's this person. And I feel like that's what irritates you. You're like, I get the worst version of you. I get the worst version. And so again, where you're always like talking to other people, it's like even if you're not cheating on me, you're emotionally cheating on me. It's like and even if we're not 100% together, there's this connection that we have, this unspoken connection where you're constantly giving me mixed signals. One day, one day you like it's like a narcissist. One day you make me feel important and you bring me up, and the next day you ignore me. So I never know. You're hot and you're cold. Like bipolar energy. It's like that song Katy Perry's like in my head, you're hot and you're cold, you're up and you're down. Like that's this person. And it's like, and it's a way of dominating you. Because I feel like they do have feelings, but they're like, I don't really want to, like I said, honor those feelings because I don't want to be on the same level as you. I want to like be more superior than you. I need to act more important than you. So again, it's like to dominate you. It's a form of domination in what this person saw. And where meanwhile, it's like you're like, and meanwhile, it's all bullshit because you're not better than I am. Your job isn't better, your friends aren't better. Like you create illusions now that I'm up close. This is you, Aries. You're like, now that I'm up close, like I get like you're not the person. You're not the person that I thought that you were. It's like my person would have been soft. It wouldn't have been hard. My person would have, you know, treated me like I was important. You don't treat me as I'm important. Like unconditional love is about freedom and you want to dominate me. So there's this like paradoxical energies now that you're holding on to. Like there's still like whenever we meet a soulmate, even if it's a past life karmic meet, there's a connection that we feel when we'll always have that. It's like it doesn't go away, like it like just because this person shows you their darker side. So I feel like there is that unconditional love, and there's otherwise you wouldn't be disappointed. Like, man, like if you weren't all like that, we could have really worked out because it's like I know you have feelings for me, but it's like I can't be with you like this. It's like you're giving me no option. It's like I wouldn't be happy is what I feel like what you're seeing because you would keep my life upside down. It's like, and it's because you don't really know what you want. You're in, you're out, you're up, you're down, you're like, and the way that you treat me because of your moods, and which again, obviously you need healing because you feel that you don't connect with anyone. You feel attitude, like feel like you need to be alone, where really it's a way that you just get control. And you get control because you don't really put any work in. You get the people that you're with to put in all the work, which then you're draining. And then you don't want to work through things. And so how you dealt with me is you avoid, you ghost because you don't want to really talk through problems and you don't really want to change your behavior. You're comfortable in compartmentalizing. You like to talk to a lot of different people on the internet. You like to get your ego fed. You want to have me be connected to me, but then you don't want to treat me well. So, and you don't want to give me anything. You don't want to give me anything, but you don't want me to go anywhere where anyone else can give me anything either. So it's like this really weird, like again, dominance thing where this person does it with like head games by making you feel like you're not important, but then the whole time you're like, okay, but I know that you have feelings for me. So that's someone that's really wounded. Now, someone that feels out of tune is someone that feels inadequate, and anyone that feels inadequate, it's because they have a lot of shadows. So there are parts where we have shadows or undeveloped parts of ourselves that we don't even know. So what's held in that place? Well, resentment, anger, bitterness, because you can't live your life and navigate your life appropriately when you're wearing a mask. I think I said that in the beginning of this video. Um, our destiny is calling, preparing our underway to take the next step. So I feel like this person is like just making changes in their life, and they do feel like you're part of their destiny. But again, there's a narcissistic energy here. I'm not gonna lie, almost like they own you. Like, and that's what I don't like, because they haven't built the actual emotional connection. They, however, have tried very hard to create an attachment, and an avoidant, anxious style attachment, which is, I feel like, the worst type of attachment. That's someone that really likes their freedom more, and like doesn't really honor their emotions. They're not emotionally intelligent. So being that they don't even know what they feel, they're not really, can't really understand what you're feeling, can't empathize. So it's kind of like if you're somebody that needs emotional support, this person, like you said, I feel like has blocks in that area. I feel a sexual energy between us, yet it's beyond physical attraction. It needs to be elevated to the expression of deep love and unconditional love. So, because they do have unconditional love for you, however, they are just coming from that passion, that sexual love. And they know that if you won't be with them unless they elevate that to unconditional love, where they have to be showing you the character of unconditional love. Right now, they're showing themselves as a past life karmic mate, someone that, again, has a lot of spiritual blocks. You get with them, you're going to get hurt just because their character is, very selfish. It's, they do what feels comfortable for them. Relationship is not their jam. So it's not that they don't have a connection to you. They do, but they would like to compartmentalize it and just keep it in the sexual area. However, they know that you will not be with them on that level. So, this is where they are, I believe, struggling with themselves. I've never felt love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. So it's, again, they run from it because you make them feel their emotions. I feel like they feel guilty for what they've done. They know, but they don't know how to handle it. So their way is to like avoid, which is ridiculous. See, they would just walk away if they weren't so sexually attracted to you. That's why, again, there is a love, but I think that it's so intense, and that this person is so not really emotionally intelligent that it's overstimulates them. They don't know what to do with it. We are coming into union 11/11. They kind of feel like you might be their twin flame. And I don't know whether or not there's a coming into union. I feel like it's more like this person is really realizing who you are. And in the fact of that they're realizing who you are, well, they are realizing that you're somebody important again. And I think it's because this person normally doesn't have emotional attachments to anybody. They don't stick around long enough with anyone to have that, and they don't get close enough. And when I say that, it's like, even if you're out on a date with someone, you have to be, in order to build an emotional bond, you can't be wearing a mask. You have to be vulnerable. You have to let people into your life. This person feels out of tune mainly because they don't really know how to do that, because they have trust issues. So, what they see is that I still have a connection to you. Like, I've tried to cut it. I have walked away. I have, did downplay this. So they're in like a place of I look like an asshole because I have feelings for you that are intense. I played it like I didn't care, because I'm used to getting what I want, playing it this way. However, now I recognize really who you are, even though I might have felt that you were somebody like we had deja vus, but this person doesn't like look into all that spiritual uh lingo of soulmate and what that means. I feel like this person's very, like, again, primal. They're very grounded. They're somebody that very logical, very analytical, doesn't hold much stock to that soulmate because I don't feel like they've ever really experienced it. Not like this, not like a twin flame. Again, 1111, it's awakening. It's almost like this person is being called to evolve because it's like they would rather walk away because it's like they know what it takes. They know that in order for me to really be with you, I have to like it has to be more than just physical. It needs to be elevated. And that's about compromise and integrating those spiritual traits of the Christ consciousness, which is everything that's derived from unconditional love. So, compassion, forgiveness, vulnerability, all those things that show that the person's heart is open. This person's heart is not open due to, again, whatever they went through in childhood, which is why this connection, I believe, terrifies them because it's like you're making them feel feelings that they've shut off for a long time, that they've disconnected to for a long time. You're making them look at themselves. You're making them be real with themselves. And this person, like, I feel like is not just avoidant with you. I feel like their way of dealing with problems in general is avoidance. You might have had a parent that did that, I'm feeling, Aries. Well, you had parents that did that. So you might have had a parent that was an alcoholic. So which again just didn't deal with problems. So a lot of times spirit will bring people into our lives to help us see things from a different perception so we can forgive and let go. And so I'm kind of feeling like that energy. I've watched you change and grow so much. I'm trying to release my attachment to identity so I can change too. So again, the facade, again, change and release attachment to identity, right? You're your true self. You're your real self. This person stalks you on social media. I feel like they know everything that you're doing. And so they want to know who they are. They realize that they don't like know who they are. I feel like the attachment is the identity that they want people to perceive that they are. And it's because they don't feel like that they are, that they overcompensate. So this person doesn't feel successful. This person doesn't feel, you know, doesn't feel lovable, doesn't feel like they can succeed, feels again like, so instead they perceive that they're very successful in life. And that's the mask. But again, you can't be in this connection if they're gonna wear a mask. They have to be vulnerable. See if this relationship is making this person surrender their ego and really evolve, which only unconditional love will do that. Only twin flame relationship will do that. However, this person, like I said, it doesn't look like they're doing it like it's so easy, you know? It's a little bit of a fight for this person. Love like ours can change the world. It's like this person's like, I've walked away from you. Like, I feel like they're like, I've walked away from this. I've set it on fire. I've done everything to destroy this relationship, everything and everything and everything and everything to destroy this relationship. And it's like it doesn't die. And they're like, and the reason why I'm laughing is because this person is someone that's very controlling. They want to dominate, they want to suppress, they want to, own you. And what they see is, I have no control over this energy. It's like, because you're doing whatever the fuck you want to do, and you don't care. And I still have feelings. That's a rarity. That doesn't happen for this person. And they're like, and I know you have feelings for me. I know you have feelings for me. I know I was an asshole. I know that that's why you're not talking to me. But I still have feelings for you. They're almost like ecstatic that they still have feelings for you because they don't have feelings. I think that this person thought that there was something wrong with them. Again, out of tune, felt like they didn't belong, deserved to be alone, you know? Like just didn't know, would rather put the persona on like they were tough, like they didn't care, right? That was someone that had a closed heart. That's what we're seeing. I want to send you a message today, but I was afraid to. I don't know if you want to hear from me or if I will say the right thing. So this person's really, like I said, trying to figure out their process. This is something new for them to have to come back and apologize, to have to, humble themselves. They look like an idiot. They feel like an idiot. It's like I acted like a turd, like a first class turd. Now I have to come back and, apologize. So I really have mud on my face. And what if you reject me? What if you don't want to, like, you're disgusted with me? I know that you're disgusted with me. I know. Look, as soon as I put I've been like disgusted, this person's disgusted. Disgusted because they know that they acted like a narcissist and that they didn't honor the spiritual connection. But now they're just like stuck in a place of like the memories. But not just good memories, but the guilty memories of other lies and the illusions that they created that they didn't really care. And all just because that they were selfish. Stupid, 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 stupid. But this person, like, again, they have feelings. Okay, surrender brings us together faster than resistance. So it's normal that, regardless of whether it's a twin flame or not a twin flame relationship, like if a person has feelings and they acted like this, that they would still have to surrender their ego. This person believes that that the connection that they have with you is a twin flame, or if they don't know the word twin flame, that they're supposed to be with you. And it's because they did everything to destroy the relationship, and they're like, and I still am thinking about you, like after I did everything to like burn it like on fire, like made it into the worst dumpster fire ever, and now I'm the person that has to come back and apologize. That's humbling. And this person does never apologizes, never has feelings on top of it. So this is totally new territory. So I'm sure that they're moving snail slow, but nevertheless, and it's because again, they know that they have to surrender to really like surrender their ego. That's really what it comes down to. Because I feel like, and with you, like you're at the point where you're like, you're over it, like you said. So, but if this is a true twin flame relationship and this person apologizes, I'm sure that you would be open to them. Well pulled to see. However, with twin flames, a lot of times that's the irony of it. Fine line between love and hate, and this is a real. If this is a real union, it's one that you're gonna feel like you don't have any control over, and that's how this person feels. Okay. Um, belittled, discipline, innocence, time and attention. Well, obviously, like belittled, some being brought up by someone that kept your energy down, that again made you feel not important. That's a way of dominating a person. So that was the trauma. And this person did not give you any time and attention. And growing up in a home, they didn't give you any time and attention. This person thought that you were naive. And I feel like the people that raised you also believed that you were naive, like in a stupid way, though. Because it was imbalanced, really imbalanced. And I feel like you didn't raise yourself. I mean, that you didn't get raised, you raised yourself. And during this, so I feel like your this person again kind of believed that you were really naive, took advantage of that naive, didn't think that you saw, or took you for someone that, you're not, mainly because they treat a lot of people like that way. So like I said, I just feel like the energies of childhood was belittled and no time and attention, so that no emotional support. And really, again, not treating you as if you're like, know what's going on, like almost robbing you of your innocence. And we're having to raise yourself, like discipline. Now, a lot of times when we have to raise ourselves, and when we're dealing with a parent that's harsh, one that belittles us, doesn't give us the emotional support, we're not as grounded. So we're not as disciplined. I feel like during this time with this person, you became more disciplined with yourself. You put the love and the attention into yourself. You walked away from this person because this person wasn't giving you anything. And you put the energy into yourself. And I do believe that you integrated that spiritual lesson, which is why you are not on the same vibration as this person anymore, because you're seeing yourself differently. What you're saying is, I deserve a lot more. The difference is that this person sees that too, and they knew it before and they did it purposely, but now they really see, like, you really deserve more, and that's why they're so majorly embarrassed. So we're gonna take a peek and see whether or not you're gonna get back together with this person. We're gonna take a peek to see. Now, again, this is collective, so some of you are like, no fucking way, because again, in the beginning of this reading, this person's like, no way, I'm over it. And, and some of you are gonna be like, it depends. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. It depends how this person approaches me. And I feel like if it's a twin flame, like that's how it would be. Not like you would 100% take this person back. Like, yeah, 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 I'm gonna take this person back with no questions asked. No, you're gonna take this person back and make them work for it. And it's again so that they would be completely different to you. Uh, I feel like there's a sense of you being like, no, you don't really want to take this person back. I say that is because I see you breaking free. That's what jumped up at me, almost like, no. And it's because you don't really believe that they can like be partners with you. Like that you're looking for a partner. You're looking for someone to co-create with. That's what you're looking for. And you're like, the issue is that you're very controlling, that you didn't think about me this whole time. It was all about being right. It was all about dominating me. It was all about, and really not until, you stalked me and you saw that my life is great. Well, now you're coming back into my life. So there's a sense of like you didn't build with me, you didn't grow with me, you didn't display any affection to me. And so, and what you're looking for is you're looking for somebody that it's coming from a higher perspective. You're coming and you don't really believe that this person is your soulmate because they didn't do what they should have done. They didn't treat you the way. So in this story, you're not taking this person back, and you're not taking this person back because you don't really feel like they're your twin flame. You feel like they're your karmic mate, and getting back together with this person, you feel like you would just get more of the same because they never put the time in. So that's what in this story anyway. But it's collective, and so we know that some of you guys are going to say, well, if the person comes back and apologizes, and let's end it and say, what is the energy that we can pull in to our situation to make us feel a little bit better, to raise our energy, maybe to even help enhance how we see ourselves and how we can see the situation more. Manifestation of light. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms, my intellect shines, and my inner light grows. So I feel like manifestation into light, obviously, like this person like brought out certain blocks in you, right? Where you weren't disciplined enough, and we need discipline. We need to ground ourselves and be disciplined in whatever we're trying to accomplish in life, right? And if it's a going after a dream, a goal, learning something, it's to be consistent and and to and that's a way that we show ourselves love. So if you didn't get love, and it manifested in this area of not developing yourself enough. So you felt inadequate, which is why this person was able to make you feel inadequate because you were inadequate in the fact that you were not taking the time to really discipline yourself to create yourself more, to put more energy into your career, to put more energy into your craft, to put more energy into something that was going to feed you instead of being attached to this person that just wanted to drain you. So I feel like, again, you got to the point where you're like, I might have grown up with like people that emotionally didn't give to me, but I'll be damned. I'm not going to be in a connection now with someone that doesn't give to me. And I feel like you were patient for so long and you held on for so long, which is why you're like, I'm over it. It's like time's up. Like you held out too long. And that, that in order for you to really love, you have to love yourself. And I feel like this person helped clear out old wounds, and by really setting like the boundary of no, you can't come back into my life because I don't really trust you. You haven't earned it enough. And I love myself more. I refuse to let you rob me of my life or make me feel a certain way. And being that you could make me feel that way to begin with, I don't really feel like you're my twin. I feel like you're a karmic mate. And so you did help me to learn how to love myself. And that allows me to grow my inner light, to let me shine my light. So not all like people that come into our lives are we're supposed to be with. And in this story, you know, this Aries does not want to take this person back. And it is very healing and therapeutic because on some level, they had people treat them that way before, the same way, and it was not just family, but we repeat the karmic cycle for the other relationships, other people that we're supposed to emotionally give, but not until they put the time and the attention into themselves could they change that dynamic. And once they did, they had no problem attracting, but by then they didn't want the person. That's the irony. I'm going to leave that there, Aries. You let me know whether you resonated, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.